Alright, so this is the first time I've ever done like a script for a video, so let me know what it's like afterwards. Anyway, so here we go. So hey everyone, how are we all doing? Chaotix here, and today we are going to speak about my thoughts on the new BR game Apex Legends from the Titanfall developers Respawn Entertainment. Apex Legends is set in the Titanfall universe, which is really awesome because I loved Titanfall 2, and it's really nice to see that Respawn is continuing to use the same engine and weapons from Titanfall 2 because the gunplay was really smooth, and that carries over to Apex Legends, so it already feels like the game that I was used to in Titanfall 2, like in this at the same time, which is really nice. So I'm used to like all the weapons, I'm used to like the sliding, the abilities that most of the characters have, because some of them have very similar abilities to Titanfall 2. But yeah, this is going to be basically my thoughts on this game in general and what you think. So one of the main issues with Battle Royales on console is the looting system. So for example, when I played Blackout, the Black Ops 4 Battle Royale mode on console, the looting felt really slow and clunky with the same thing of PUBG on console. It just felt really slow and felt like forever to put on attachments and things. But with Apex Legends, it feels simple and fast, like a BR game on console should feel like. I don't feel that I am forever in my menu trying to equip an attachment for my gun that I have equipped. So like you can simply just go into the menu, find a thing, like depending on what weapon you have, you can press X and it will switch over the attachment. I think you might see it in the gameplay that we have here, I'm not entirely sure. Another thing which is really nice is the way that loot is presented to you. It feels like you already know what you're picking up before you actually go for it. So for example, the ammo is color coded, so you know exactly which weapon you're picking up ammo for, sort of thing. So like energy weapons are colored like a greeny yellow, light weapons like SMGs, assault rifles and stuff like that's like an orange ammo, shotguns are red ammo, snipers are like a greeny teal colour ammo, and it's really nice. The attachments also have a Diablo style loot system, so like common is white, rare is blue, epic is purple, and so on. And in the gameplay you actually see me pick up a purple body armor, which is the first time that I've seen one out of like the 10 games or so that I played, to get an idea of the game before I actually made this video. But overall the looting and loot in Apex Legends feels really nice and well done, like everything feels balanced, and like there was only one time where I landed and there was barely any loot around me, but that was because of where the person took us. And yeah, we'll get back to that in the next part, but next up we have the map, which is the main part for like a Battle Royale style game, is the map. So with Apex Legends, it feels like the map is big enough to go around areas and loot things, like so you can get properly geared up if you get into a fight. But then it's not so big that you can never find anyone, similar to how PUBG is in my experience. Out of the games that I played, there was only one instance where I landed and didn't have a gun to kill the guy in front of me. But that was because the way that the landing is done is an issue that I have with the game. It's one of very few issues that I have with it. So basically you get into this 3-man team and one person is designated to be the lander sort of thing, so he basically tells you where to go and controls you on the way down as like a 3-man squad. Yeah, you can break off from it, but most of the time you want to stick with your squad because it's a Battle Royale game after all. And my issue with it is that let's say you want to go somewhere and you mark it and he totally ignores you and you go straight down into some random place and die because of it. It's his fault. Like there's nothing that you could have done. You wanted to land somewhere else. And the second issue that I have with it, which I've only found 2 so far, might have more later, but these are the 2 that stuck out to me straight away, is that if you're running solo like I was for the gameplay and most of my time with this, it match makes you in a group of 3, which, yeah, I can see why that is good and easily usable sort of thing, but there's no squads, there's no duos, there's no solos. which I feel like Respawn could really, really like easily add in, maybe. So like solos would be really nice because then I could finally get into a game solo and have to worry about me and not the two other random people that are doing random things in the game. So yeah, it's actually sort of annoying. And another instance where this 3-man squad thing was annoying is that when Apex Legends launched, me and my friend Falcon, we were 2-manning it, going in, and the third guy would just randomly look at us and just didn't do anything. Another instance was when I loaded into a game, I got 5 kills. I was like the top killer in the game and so on like that. I got a nice 3-man, which if I can, I will pop into this video briefly here or shortly after the gameplay. And I got 5 kills and I got downed because I started to run out of ammo, healing items and all of that stuff, because taking on 5 out of 60 people was a lot. And he just stood there and looked at me, didn't bother reviving me or anything, which was really annoying. Whereas in solos I would be dead and going into my next game. Or if it was duos, I would still be with my friend and we'd be going for it. So if Respawn had solos, duos and squads, or even just solos and duos and keep the 3-man thing in there, I think this will be a really fun game to play. But overall, Apex Legends is a really fun game that is free to play and set in the Titanfall universe, which what more can I ask for? To be honest, like Titanfall 2 was great, but it didn't get the exposure that it needed. But with this, I feel like they're using the weapons and stuff that they've designed and brought up properly, which is really nice. And if Respawn can change the way that the 3-man squad thing landing is done and add solos, duos and whatever, then I can see Apex Legends becoming my new favourite Battle Royale game to play over all of the many ones that we have, which is nice because, as I've said before, I enjoy Titanfall 2 and I feel like if they change a few minor things in this, then it could be a really, really, really fun game. The microtransactions in it aren't like that predatory either. Like they feel like if you want a certain skin, you can go and buy it like Fortnite, but every time you level up, you get a loot box similar to Overwatch. So if you play enough, you'll get these loot boxes and stuff, and the loot boxes can contain the weapon skins and items that are in the shop. So the shop is like a shortcut to that, but then you also have the loot boxes and things which you can open up and have a chance to get, which in my time playing I had 3 loot boxes because I went from level 1 to 4, and in my third one I got a legendary weapon skin for an energy LMG or something, and that's nice. You also get stuff like scrap. So eventually if you open up enough boxes, you'll have enough scrap to build something that you want. You also get scrap from leveling up and stuff like that. So the microtransactions in it are purely cosmetic as well. And yeah, you can buy them, but if you play the game enough and you enjoy the game enough, you'll eventually get all the stuff anyway, which there are tons and tons of weapon skins for each weapon. So I think out of the total like weapons that we had, I think like 2 or 3 only had 38 skins, where the rest of them have 40. And then we have like the 8 characters which all have their own like skin sets and emblems and like backwards like banners, emotes and stuff like that, which is really good. But yeah, if Respawn can fix some of the issues in it and just add solos and duos, I think this game will be really good. So thank you all for watching. I hope someone at Respawn sees this and takes in the feedback that I've sort of gave you. I hope you enjoyed this video and the rest of the gameplay that you'll see, which will be running for about another 10 minutes or so. And yeah, until the next video, we'll see you later.
The map says not all of us are inside the next ring.
Might be something good this way.
It's zipline time.
Got a shield here. Level 2.
Might be something good this way. Void running. Setting a portal. Portal placed.
We get some good news. We're in the next ring.
Incoming care package. I love loot. Here I go.
Begin ring countdown.
Not all of us are in the ring. Eyes on your map. Taking fire, brothers. I'm taking a shot. I'm down, brother.
Just us now.
Ready to fly on a zip line. I am.
I'm taking shots. Frag out.
Reloading.
Attention. Has been eliminated.
Reloading.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Healing up. Eyes are open though. Good, we're inside.
Care package being delivered.
Heads up. Care package coming in.
Ready to fly on a zip line. I am. Fire, friends.
Opening fire.
I've been down.
Trust yourself. There is no shame in competition.